Hey guys, this is Mark Rodriguez here.
And Paige.
We just came back from watching Guardians of the Galaxy, well, actually last night. And yes, it is supposed to be one of the big, the big superhero movie of this year.
This past weekend, well, it's still the weekend, but it scored a record-breaking $94 million in the box office. $94 million.
Yes.
You know how many puggles I could buy with that.
Yeah, so that's a lot of puggles. But anyways, yeah, this is supposed to be the real big summer movie blockbuster of this year, and of course it's part of the whole Marvel Cinematic Universe, so it is somehow involved and linked to the other Marvel movies that we've seen. And well, I'll just give the basic rundown of it.
There's one. We got this. I got this in the crate. It's Rocket Raccoon. It's exclusively his, but it was a Loot Crate exclusive. I haven't read it yet, so I didn't.
Yes, you can check out that comic book. And, well, let me just run down real quick the plot the best I can, because so many things happen in this movie. But, well, basically we start out with Peter Quill, which is a kid, regular kid from Earth back in the 80s, and he was beamed up by a spaceship. And, of course, we fast forward a couple of years later, he's kind of
with more than a couple.
Yeah, well, his adult life, and now he's kind of like a professional thief or something that goes around and steals things and whatever, and, sells them to whoever pays the most. And, well, he stole this weird orb thing that I guess is very dangerous. And these bad guys, this guy named Ronan wants it and everything. And, well, he sends Gamora, as originally as an assassin, to kill him and everything. And then, this guy the guy that Quill works with, Yandu, also put a hit on his head. So, I guess Rocket and Groot are people that also, I think they do stuff.
They're like bounty hunters, technically. Yeah. They get the people for the money. Well, they're called units. So yeah. they get Gamora tries to get the orb back. Rocket and Groot are there because they know there's a bounty on Quill's head. Mm-hmm. So they go after him for that. And this whole fight breaks out, and what's his name? Drax doesn't come till later, so they find him in the prison.
Yes, because they all get arrested and everything, and then he's in the prison too, and he has personal vendetta against we both think the same against Ronan because he killed his wife, his family, wiped out things like that, and all that stuff. So
wants to get revenge and end up being Gamora because she's there and I must kill you. But Peter saves her and says why don't you save her too? So you could use her as bait to get Ronan over here. Blah blah blah.
Yes. So eventually they all work together to escape the prison and everything. And they go to meet the Collector, which if you guys don't remember, he appeared in the final scene of Thor: The Dark World. The Dark World.
Not the final scene. It was
the
one of
post credits.
Yeah.
Yes,
Don't confuse them. It's the post credit scene, not the final.
Which shouldn't be a spoiler by now because it's already out on DVD by now. But yes. He informs him about the orb and everything, and of course the big thing is that the orb is another one of those Infinity Stones that was also seen at the end of the Thor movie, the Thor: Dark World, and we also found out that there are several of them.
That was pretty much the whole scene.
Yes.
That's why they brought the Collector.
Yes, but we also find out that the Tesseract, that was of course seen in several Marvel movies, the Captain America movie, the Avengers movie, all those, is also one of the Infinity Gems, so it all kind of... Yeah, they showed
Was the Infinity Stone with the collection? I thought the...
Yeah, well, they showed images of random whatever.
No, I'm talking about the ending scene, that random scene. It was so Lady Sif was taking that Infinity Stone? I thought it was something else.
Yeah, but that's what it was, basically.
I'm can't you see the smoke coming out of my head? Because I don't remember very much.
Yeah, but that's the...
That's what they brought?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't remember anymore. I haven't watched the movie for a while now.
Yes, and then another thing we find out, which is another thing that connects the dots, I guess you want to say, to the movies, is that we find out that Ronan is, of course, working for the Mad Titan himself, Thanos, and Thanos is, of course, well, anyone who reads some Marvel comics, he's the most, all-powerful, evil enemy, and he's actually on the cover right here, what you showed there, one of the most evilest forces of the Marvel universe and whatever.
Most evilest.
Yes.
He's not just evil, he's evilest.
Yes. And he's also out to collect all the Infinity Stones. That's basically what he's usually doing in the comics. So the movie's kind of following that. But of course, he's also the guy that appeared in the last like little ending scene of the Avengers movie. So like I said, it all kind of connects the dots. So once the Guardians of the Galaxy, Quill and all them figure out that this is very dangerous stuff and that, lives, like billions of lives could be killed if Ronan or Thanos gets the Infinity thing, they decide that they have to get together and stop this and do the right thing. I think they're like all these people that don't care about like just themselves, but it's like this is our chance
you
to
didn't
do.
say that. Did you say that Ronan got the thing?
Well, yeah, that's the scene where Ronan did.
Ronan got the thing, and then they decided to group and be like an inspirational speech, and then cherry bomb song, and then okay, I'm being random. Okay, they decided to make the speech. The song comes on. They make the speech. They start playing it together, and they go after Ronan.
And Yoko kick some ass and all that good stuff.
Cherry bomb.
Yeah, so now let's go a little bit about the characters. We won't spoil too much of more plot elements. I mean, let you guys decide. But these ones always are tagged with spoilers, so you have been warned. But okay, so we
should have warned at the beginning, not now.
Well,
like, what the hell?
The title of the video always says spoilers.
You
But anyways, Peter Quill is the more normal-ish, I guess.
Normal?
Well, he's like the human character in the series as opposed to all the other.
Well, he was abducted.
Yes, he was abducted, but he's basically like a thief. He's basically like I guess people say like the Han Solo that just goes around and gets adventures and steals things and gets money, and I mean that's his jazz. But the main thing is that he has a tape player with 80s music, so of course you get like Cherry Bomb and all those other kind of classic songs played throughout the movie. Yes.
Just kind of feeling.
And all of that. And
I was very anxious to hear that song in the actual movie. I'm like, they better not do what they usually do in movie previews. They will have that music in the preview, but never have it in the freaking movie. I was like waiting for the damn song to come on. Like, come on, play. Played.
I know. So then we have Gamora, which is the adopted daughter of Thanos, because I guess Thanos like wiped out her race or whatever, and then
killed
forced
her family in front of her.
So she's like a professional assassin and stuff like that.
Because she was built into a weapon.
Yeah, so they sent her after Quill, and of course all that changes later. But that's her thing. She's like
she's after him just to get the orb. She doesn't care about him really. Just after the orb. She's not after him, but the orb.
Yes. And then we have Rocket and Groot, so they're both working together. So they already kind of knew each other already when the movie started. And Raccoon, apparently, Rocket, I mean, he was like, I guess, experimented on and a whole bunch of junk until they made him what he is now. I didn't know that. I thought he was alien race or something. But yeah, he's like a mechanical genius. He's a big smart ass. He's like, I mean, I think he's like the favorite person in the movie. He's always yelling all this stuff and just has like the best lines. And just like this scene. I'll spoil this one scene where when they had the big plan for the jailbreak, he's talking all this, science stuff, like, okay, there's like a battery located up in the wall right there, we need that, we're gonna need whatever, we're also gonna need that you see that guy there with the mechanical leg? Yeah, we need a wristband too, that guy over there with the mechanical leg, we need a mechanical leg, get it, and everything, so everyone splits up and do all their things, and then, when Quill brings back the leg, and then all this danger involved with them almost getting killed and everything, and Rocket starts laughing. Oh, I didn't need that. That was just so funny. He's like, what? I almost died again. Yeah, but it was so funny.
Isn't it funny?
Yeah, all of that. So that was funny. But he was just basically saying like the most smart ass remarks and just rude and I don't know.
He was rude in his own little lovely way.
Yeah.
Okay, but that's more like opinion. Okay.
Yeah, that's opinion. But I have heard lots of people saying that, yeah. And as for Groot, well, Groot's like a tree, basically he's a living tree alien thing, they never explain. Well, anyways, he's basically like the muscle behind Rocket's plans and everything. And the only thing he can say is just, I am Groot. But
Rocket can understand him.
Yeah. And of course they have to just hire Van Diesel to say I am Groot, which...
Well, he only has like literally 2 lines. I am Groot, that he repeats over and over again. And at the very end, it's like, we are Groot.
Yeah. And of course, like random roars and stuff too. But the thing is, I understand, big movie, got the big actors, but dude, you could have gone like the director's son or someone to like do that. That was weird. But, yeah, so Groot
Here, Vin Diesel say 2 lines. And grunt a couple times. Here's $5 million for that now.
But yes,
I could do it.
super powerful. He can like grow stems and stuff. If you cut off his arms, they grow back. All that stuff. Yeah, think about Drax. Like I said before, he wants revenge for like the dead family members and all that stuff. But he also speaks in a very literal. I mean, he speaks with very big like words, like a thesaurus basically, and he takes everything very literal because, well, most of the time Quill uses a lot of like our slang and things, and people don't get it. But him is like the worst that doesn't get it. You know, it's like, we won't make this joke because it'll just go over your head. No, it will not go over my head. I would catch it, you know, and everyone just kind of gives him like that look.
Why would I put my finger to his neck?
Yeah, that kind of thing. And yeah, and then of course you got the bad guys involved. You can mention some of the bad guys.
Okay, I only can mention one. The Ravager that, like I was saying earlier, Ravager that, I can't say kidnap, but whatever, took Peter from his home. I recognize his voice and I guess his parents kind of way. Michael Rooker, he was, what's his name?
Was it Yoda or something?
Yoda. I know it's not that.
Mm-hmm.
Yada, Yondo. Don't make me say the damn last name.
No, just so pretty.
Whatever. But he was Merle Dixon from Walking Dead. I can recognize his voice.
Yeah, and after a while, you kind of get like, I don't know, they kind of had the same kind of antics, sort of, kind of like if that dude from Walking Dead had a magical flying thing, he would basically act exactly the same like that, like the same kind of antics and figure of speech and everything. But
it was pretty much like
yeah,
the same kind of character. I don't wanna.
Yeah. So he was one that basically, I guess, raised Peter Quill and taught him all he needs to know and all that stuff and everything. And then we have, of course, Ronan is like the main bad guy we see in the film, and you know, he's just super powerful, super strong. You know, Drax looks super powerful, can't do crap to him, so that already gives an example. And then, of course, once he gets the stone, he wants to betray Thanos, or Thanos, how you pronounce it. And, you know, I'll be the more powerful one now. And he has this dangerous girl named Nebula, which is another, not daughter, another, like, program assassin, but she's, like, a bit more, like, robotic or something. I don't know. Like her body gets bent out of shape and crap. She could just, like, snap it and pop it back to how it was before. So that was pretty interesting. And yeah, so those are the main characters, major characters in the thing. So anyway, so now for our official thoughts, what did you think of the movie?
Okay. The movie was interesting. I shouldn't just simply say interesting. It was really good. The action was awesome. It had its usual Marvel humor, and obviously it had its Stan Lee moment. It has its usual humor. Obviously, it's action. I love the characters. Like Mark said earlier, probably Rocket's like everybody's favorite. So I like his smart-ass moments and like his wisecracks and his own humor. Groot was adorable with the scene where he was creating a flower for a little girl. He was like the sweetest character possible. Drax, his like literal sense. Pete, I keep calling him Pete. Peter Quill, Star-Lord. Oh, he's cute. Gamora, kick-ass. And Merle. I'm just gonna call him that because that's the first thing I heard his voice. When I first heard his voice, I'm like, oh my god, Walking Dead. And I literally Googled it right in the movie theater. I had to know. I knew it was him, but I had to know. Made me want to actually read the comics, but I rather watch the movies rather than read the comics. But I'm more interested in knowing more like their backstories and stuff. Because of watching this movie, I want to know like the backstories of it now because of the movie. I have to say for sure, the beginning, like Star-Lord's backstory shows about like his mother passing away. Oh, it touched their feelings. It really did touch my feelings. because I was like in the same situation too, so I know how it feels. And it brought out a couple tears. I'll admit it, but I don't know. I wish I knew about that.
Well, I never knew about his mother, so I don't know like how his origins
that really got my feelings going. But other than that, like, I love the music they had. Action's awesome. I love how they all met. Like the whole reasons how they all met together. I got confused why Drax wasn't in it till I saw him later in the movie. Pretty awesome. I would recommend going to see it for sure in the theaters. Like, I would go see it again, honestly.
Okay, so now for my thoughts. Yes, it was really awesome. It was pretty cool. I mean, there was not much complaints in the movie. I've heard people. I try hard to avoid any kind of spoiler or any kind of whatever. I heard some people saying that like the movie's kind of boring in the prison. It only starts getting action packed, and they're like, no, those things were cool. There was lots of funny stuff. You get to know the characters better. There was not one boring scene in the movie. It was pretty well done. And then of course, it's just awesome. We finally get to see Thanos on screen. Because there were rumors like, is he going to be in it? Was he not going to be in it? Like, I don't know. But we actually got to see a scene. I was just like, holy crap, that's like the big dude you're going to face eventually. I just don't know if they're going to do like a Avengers Guardians crossover. I don't know how they're going to do that. But yeah. But anyways, it's just cool. Lots of humor, lots of action, explosions. People with big space guns running around. Everything. It's just super awesome. Very well done. I guess the only thing, well, at first when Ronan appeared for the final fight scene, I was a little disappointed. It looked like it just ended real quick, and I was like, "Oh, that damn, okay." And
you really thought that was the ending, okay?
Well, it was like, everything then switched to focus because the whole ship was crashing. So of course the whole focus was on will they survive? What's gonna happen? Then they survive and everything.
He's gonna come back. That was too easy.
Yeah, but yeah, he did come back for a more final scene, and that's pretty awesome. And this is so much detail. I don't want to spoil anything more than because this is still the opening weekend. But it was a good movie. It was an awesome movie. I don't know. Some people like are doing the whole thing like, what was better, Avengers or Guardians of the Galaxy? I think it's unfair to compare really because the Avengers is still a little limited because it's all Earth stuff, and this is more like all like universal with all these aliens and things. It's like a wider scale, bigger scope. It's really not fair to compare one to the other. But I love this movie. This is pretty awesome.
I've never really cared for space stuff, and I don't know.
And they did a good job connecting the stuff too. Because I was curious because it's a space movie, and the Guardians of the Galaxy really aren't like. I mean, when you think of Marvel teams, I mean, right off the bat, you're thinking, Avengers, X-Men, Fantastic Four. You're not thinking, oh, Guardians of the Galaxy. They're like really, really unknown. And there was a lot of doubts, like, would people care to see this? Like, I never heard of them before. I don't know what the hell people.
I didn't care to see the movie.
Yeah, you also didn't. And for me, they had this recent X-Men crossover, so I bought those books. I wanted to at least know the characters so that if something was screwed up, I would know, like, hey, they screwed that up or something. But it was a pretty good movie. It's pretty awesome. So if you guys have never heard of them before and don't really care, I advise you to watch the movie. It's that good. It's awesome, and there are pieces here and there that relate to the movies you've already seen, so it's pretty good. And of course, as usual, stay for the ending credits. They're still seen at the this is like the one like at the end of all the credits. It's not really, I guess, important in the grand scheme of things, but it's an awesome, unexpected cameo that you'll probably want to watch. I don't want to spoil it. And again, I was also surprised that Stan Lee was in it because apparently I saw before some interview, I'm not going to be in it because, I don't really know about the Guardians of the Galaxy. That wasn't my comic, and he was in it anyway, so I was surprised to see him in there. But, yeah, that's the bottom thing. It is an awesome movie.
It'd be odd that he's not in it, though.
Yeah. But still, it was a pretty good movie. Any last things you want to say? Awesome. Yep, it was an awesome movie. That's like the bottom line. It is an awesome movie. And yeah, any kind of Marvel fan. Yeah, any kind of Marvel fan.
Any kind of Guardians of the Galaxy fan.
Yeah, watch it. Just watch it.
Aliens. Raccoons.
Yeah, but
stinking raccoons.
Like, what are you calling a raccoon and all that?
He never even said that.
Oh, because
Well,
he didn't know what it was still. He's like, what is that? What you are, my friend, or whatever. Like, he didn't know what was.
Yeah, no, but I guess he got insulted whenever they called him like a rodent. I kind of understand that. If I call you Mexican, hey Mexican.
Mm-hmm. But anyways, well, yeah, but then like I can't really say who you're calling Mexican because they're like, dude, you are Mexican. What the hell? You know, that's different. But anyway.
Never mind.
Yeah, so the bottom line is, awesome movie, just watch it. That's all our
Unless
advice.
you like trees, watch it. If you like trees, watch it. If you like sexy random men named Peter Quill, then watch it. If you like green people, watch it. If you like
If you like Bautista and an actual good movie, watch it. That's
if
another
you like
thing.
Vin Diesel's voice, watch it.
That's another thing people were saying. People were saying, oh, they got Bautista in it. Come on, a wrestler, guys. He can't act. He did a good job. He did a very good job playing the character as a straight face.
If you like literal people, watch it.
Mm-hmm. So anyways, bottom line, just watch it. That's all we can say. Just watch it.
If you like space action, watch it.
Okay. So anyways, guys, this is Mark Rodriguez here.
Paige.
And we'll see you. Yes, and we'll see you at the movies.